fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with Unleaded 88.
Hi, I'm Keith.
I'm Jenny.
And we'd love it if you'd join us for Happy Hour with Keith and Jenny.
Unless, of course, you're not happy.
Well, if they're not happy, we can try to make them happy. It's Happy Hour.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean you don't know about that?
I think you should just back off.
See what I'm dealing with here?
This is Overthinking, where bold opinions, big questions, and brilliant distractions collide into one beautiful mess. Proudly presented by Carbliss Premium Handcrafted Cocktails. Flavorful and flawless. Hosted by Scott Siepker and Mackenzie Edie. This is Overthinking, exclusively on Iowa Everywhere.
Happy Tuesday, Overthinkers. Welcome back to Overthinking. I'm Mackenzie Edie. That's Scott Siepker. And producing our show is the most handsome son of a bitch I've ever seen.
Justin Herbert.
Murphy.
Thank you.
Your hair is doing its thing today, I have to say. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of volume behind it.
I need volume, so I'll take it. I'll take any volume I can get. So
Must be the wind. It's an awfully windy day, at least where I'm sitting.
I have my first flannel today.
I was actually going to
flannel.
compliment you on the. It looks soft.
I need more flannel. I feel like now that I'm back in Iowa, I don't have as much flannel as a guy who was born and raised here should probably have. I have like maybe 3 flannel shirts. I think I need to up it by at least 2.
Okay, yeah, 2 is probably respectable, but don't go 5 days a week.
No, I wouldn't dare. But you gotta throw the flannel in, man.
He wouldn't dare.
I wouldn't dare do that. I'm not a fool.
Thoughts on flannel sheets? Thoughts on flannel sheets?
I love them. Yeah, it's got to get colder though. It's still not quite cold enough because they do keep the temperature going. But yeah, when it's cold outside and you just roll right into some flannel sheets, it is cozy. Mackenzie, you seem like you don't really love it.
Well, it is cozy. You get in there, you're feeling cozy, but then I don't know, my body just heats up to a point of where I feel like I'm being suffocated. You all right over there?
Yeah, my glasses. I just noticed that they're like my face is crooked generally.
Maybe your face is just crooked.
But I need to get these. I think that's better. Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
better.
you're overthinking the glasses. I don't think anyone would have noticed except for you.
See, no, look how crooked they are. I'm just going to take them off.
Oh my God. This is Overthinking, proudly presented by Carbliss Premium Handcrafted Cocktails. Flavorful and flawless, exclusively here on Iowa Everywhere. Before we hopped on, I was just telling the guys, I still get incredibly nervous before jumping on every single week. We've been doing this for, what is this? We're damn near 50 shows. But I'm still like shaking my boots. Like I'm kind of gray, maybe isn't the color to wear. I'm kind of sweaty. I'm just nervous.
Do you run warm? Is that why you don't like flannel sheets?
No, like I'm nervous. Maybe flannel sheets make me nervous. I'm nervous to come on here.
Do you and Jeff have flannel sheets at all?
I'm not going to talk about my marital bed with you.
You guys just had your anniversary.
We did.
And let me tell you what happened to all the overthinkers out there. I find out Jeff has surprised Mackenzie to bringing her to the great capital city of Iowa known as Des Moines, which happens to be the same city I live in. Now I know that they want to have their fun time together. So I sent a very passive text saying, hey, if you're out later, let me know. And I didn't hear anything. They came all the way to Des Moines, and they did not hang out with me at all on their anniversary.
I hung out with my husband. One-on-one time, my husband. We went to Big Grove. I will be completely honest with you all. God as my witness, I drank too many neighborhood beers. We had to Uber home. I mean, it was raining.
What hotel did you stay at?
We stayed at Hotel Fort Des Moines. Yeah, we did.
Oh, very nice. I just planted myself at Hello Marjorie, just hoping that
I love
you
that
would-
place. I was in no shape to get there. I'm sorry, Scott. I really was going to take you up on your offer. But Jeff and I sat at this tiny little table. We just stared into each other's eyes.
You watched the
went back to
Hawkeyes and your
watched the
cousin
Hawkeyes
perform really
win.
well.
Yes. Sorry about the group chat. I had too much to drink.
Mackenzie's a little sassy. Anybody out there who listens to this show knows that. But you should see her on text message. We should almost sell subscriptions to the Iowa Everywhere text group because people would be very entertained. Although I think maybe Mackenzie then would maybe rev it down a little bit, and we wouldn't want
I would
that.
absolutely rev it down. I would show up like I show up here, which is, if you can believe it, this is filtered. If you can believe it, there is a filter. There's at least one filter left by the time I show up on Tuesdays. And because if I rip that thing off, I don't know if I could come back from that legally. I think there could be legal
someday
ramifications.
hopefully we'll find out.
I hope not, except for our After Dark show that we are planning. So get ready for that. That will be a ton of fun.
That's going to be fun. Overthinking After Dark.
Overthinking After Dark. Yeah. We do have a good show lined up for you today. We have a lot to get to, including the AI takeover. It's inevitable. The top 25 inventions of the last 25 years and more. But first, I really want to know you and Cade's thoughts, feelings, opinions on haunted houses.
Can you be more specific?
Do you enjoy them? Do
you mean like
appreciate?
You mean
like
theatrical
the experience,
ones, like the Slaughterhouse downtown, run by the incredibly
Sorry. I know you
talented
don't believe
Ian
in
Miller.
ghosts.
I do not enjoy them. No, they're like roller coasters to me. I do not in any way want to try and trick my body into thinking it's about to die. I worry about that every day.
It's the same thing with roller coasters.
Yes. It's like you're trying to tell your brain you're about to be splattered against the concrete. I don't like that feeling. I don't think it's nice to my body. Same with haunted houses. I don't want to be taken apart by that clown with a knife.
Because it's not a zero chance that one of those clowns shows up to work and just thinks today's the day that I'm actually going to kill somebody and nobody's going to know.
And
I'm
most
sorry.
of those clowns are high school kids because that's who you get to work in those places.
Imagine getting your throat slit by a high school kid. Ugh.
In a clown mask.
In a clown
Cade,
mask.
You're the closest to high school age.
Yeah, unfortunately I am.
Did you ever work in a haunted house?
No, I never did. I probably would have had a good time doing that. But
I would have loved doing that.
Well, I did work in one for free like a couple years ago, but I didn't like work in it. I just kind of helped out. But no, okay. So I kind of have a. First of all, you said his name is Ian what?
Miller.
Okay, I've met him, dude. If I just met him walking in the middle of nowhere or just like out, if I went out to a bar and I just started a conversation with him, I'd be like, that dude runs a haunted house. Let me start by saying that. I don't mean that in a bad way. The dude just loves what he does. Like he really does.
Nationally known artist. I mean, he is. It's incredible what he's done. He gets hired out now. Adventureland will hire him out to contract and design these things. He's awesome. Yeah, like he's one of those people. He knew exactly what he wanted to do and he did it, and he's freaking amazing at it. I've seen the slaughterhouse that he runs and stuff. Super cool. I like haunted houses, but I don't like them to be like. I don't like the overtly scary haunted houses. I like to go to a haunted house, like a cheap kind of, not crappy one, but like a low budget one. And I like to go and look. I like the vibe of like a haunted house. I like to look at the decorations, the setup, all of that. I think it's fun. I appreciate it. I'm not going to throw like $60 to go to some over the top haunted house and get scared. Like that doesn't sound fun to me. I don't mind the sort of low budget, sort of fun, like quick 10-minute walk through haunted house sort of thing. I enjoy those. I think those are fun. They're over fast, but I'm not like a thrill chaser in that sort of way. So I don't like the slaughterhouse. If I wasn't doing like work to
look through it and go through it. I probably wouldn't do it myself. It seems a little too over the top for me. Like I think I would genuinely be terrified in there.
Yes.
But I appreciate and respect the art about it, because we did like for one of my other jobs, we went in and did like a interview with him and everything like that, and I got a full in-depth tour of it. It's awesome. It's so cool. I would never go to it though.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like what? And I want to know. And if you are listening right now and you enjoy it, Derek, looks like you do. Why? What about it do you enjoy? Why do you like it? What enjoyment do you get out of it? I cannot empathize, or I cannot get there. And I will never.
It's a form of entertainment. Now here's the thing.
You don't enjoy it, so I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from someone who actually enjoys it. No offense. Love you
Well,
lots.
I think I could probably tell you why.
Okay, Scott, know it all. I don't think you do if you don't enjoy it. Like, what the fuck is that?
It's
And
That's
why
a-
would you like that?
That's a person with a rabbit ears on. Look at that design.
Those
though.
look
That is
like
great.
two dirty socks that someone stiffened up by
Yep.
doing you know what to.
I would love to design a haunted house. I would
Sure.
love to work in a haunted house. This is the same with, I would love to make a really sad movie. I don't want to watch a sad movie. I don't want to be scared. It's not, but other people
No.
do. It's okay.
Yeah, and of course, I'm not saying it's not. I just want to understand where they're coming from.
Adrenaline. Have you ever are you a roller coaster person?
I don't want to hear it from you. Okay? No offense.
sorry.
No offense. What was I going to say? God damn it. What was I going to say? Oh, a couple years ago, it was like 5 years ago. It doesn't matter. I was working kind of downtown. We were doing a night shoot at the agency I worked at. I went outside by myself. I was carrying like the props out to the car, and I heard these blood curdling screams. I came back inside. I said, guys, we need to call 911. I'm hearing someone clearly be murdered outside. I don't know what's going on. And we literally got ready to call 911, and it was the slaughterhouse from across the street. The screams coming out of that place. I mean, they
promo.
sounded like they were being murdered. Yeah. And so anyway, I do wonder what the cop. I do have to imagine that the cops are getting called, or 911 is getting called a lot during this season. I mean, yeah, that is a promo. Those people sounded like death was coming for them.
And that's what you pay
Awful.
$60 for, or however much it is. Good job,
I don't know,
Ian.
man. I don't know. All right, guys, are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Are you ready
Top
to rumble?
topics brought to you by those Dat-gum Kabursky brothers. I think there's not much time left if you're going to do it, to get the Kabursky brothers out, to fertilize your lawn, get those roots all strengthened up, to aerate, improve that soil health, and overseed those thin patches, because it's getting cold now and we're really on our last chance to do that. But if you haven't yet, give them a call. Get out there and get your yard ready for spring.
Winterize for the spring, I think. Is
Get
that
it ready.
Yeah, that'd probably be a thing.
Sure.
Huh.
Do for your yard what you do for your boat. I don't know.
There another promo. Man, Mackenzie, you are a marketing genius. Look at
You know what? It's not just a place to put a hat right here. God damn it. There, I lost it. All right.
You were on a roll. 2 out of 3
I
ain't bad,
was.
as Meatloaf would say.
That's right. We are kicking off today's top topics with more rebranding news. You know how much I love rebranding news. Lay's potato chips rebrands for the first time in forever for a reason that's kind of crazy. Can you just take a guess at why Lay's had to rebrand?
I'm gonna get. Oh gosh, I'm gonna guess that it has something to do with a lawsuit.
No, you're wrong. They rebranded because apparently 42% of consumers didn't know that Lay's chips actually come from real potatoes. And to clear that up, Lay's decided to take people straight to the source, the farms. Their new campaign, From Potato to Chip, focuses on transparency and storytelling, showing the journey of every chip from field to flavor.
Do people care about that? I don't think most people give a crap.
Actually,
Lay's potato chips suck.
Whoa.
I'm gonna start by
Whoa.
saying that. No, the classic Lay's are not good. They're overly salty. They're way too salty, and it feels like I'm dipping my tongue in the Atlantic Ocean every time I have a Lay's classic
Is this
potato
a
chip.
hangover opinion from Subway when you worked there?
No, I've always been a baked Lay's guy because
Great
they're
thought.
way less salty.
yeah,
Baked Lay's
they-
are banging.
Ruffles are better,
Ruffles are
Okay.
better. I agree. I like Ruffles.
but they're more expensive.
That's fine because they're not as
Are
salty.
they?
I'm willing to throw an extra $1 if I'm not tasting a mouthful of salt.
Wow, I've never heard anybody tell me, or I've never heard
Chips are
anybody
too
say they
salty.
don't like Lay's. This is an incredible opinion.
They're just too
Kate.
salt. Like if you have like those kettle cooked potato chips or like the
yeah.
the brand of chips you get from those mom and pop sandwich shops,
Yeah.
and you have like an actual potato chip that isn't doused in salt, it's fantastic. I didn't realize how bad Lay's were till I had other potato chips.
Man, I don't know if I can agree with you on this one. I love chips.
You give
I
me
love
some
snacks.
AE dip?
Oh god damn! I could tear up a tub of AE party dip.
So-
Actually, they're onion, caramelized onion. Oh,
No, French
shit.
onion.
This
No,
might
no,
be
no.
part of the reason I'm not as used to Lay's though. Like Chris Schubert just said, wavy Lay's are good. We were a wavy Lay's household. Jenny was always getting the wavy ones, which are most
Wavy
similar
Lay's.
to Ruffles.
Yes.
Jenny was a wavy Lay lady. So and those aren't as salty as the regular classic ones. I don't know. I don't like these. Like I had them one time recently when Jersey Mike's messed up my order, and
You were so pissed.
Cade,
I
hold the
wasn't
grudge.
I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. I'll tell you that much.
Holy shit!
Basically had to
that-
use half my beverage to quench my thirst from one chip.
That's this is the
Abysmal.
thing. Everything's salty. Everything's saltier over here.
Kate is salty.
Kate is salty. No shit. Scott, I do think people care about where their food comes from, actually. Now more than ever, I think people care about where their food comes from. So maybe this will do something. I can't wait to see what happens to like their consumer reports after their rebrand and after they're taking people to school on like how potatoes are grown. on
So is that the
farms.
actual design of the bag? Because I do like that. Like I think that looks good. I'm a big
On the
fan
right.
of the redesign. Yeah, the one on the right.
Yeah.
Like with, it
and
has
then-
like the sort of wood background to it or whatever that is.
Yes, I think they're bringing in the farm, and then their
The
biggest part
barn wood.
is down here. It said made with real potatoes.
Ah, okay.
I guess I
Yes.
never thought twice about it, but I just like Pringles. Like people eat the hell out of Pringles, and I think most people know that those aren't potatoes, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
They're
Those
not?
aren't. I don't think
Is
so.
that probably? Is it corn? Maybe like that's got to be made out
Wait,
of
you know what?
something.
Okay, I don't want a big.
I'm
tube
looking
of-
it up.
Yeah,
They're-
let's. I don't want to get sued by Pringles.
I bet
but
their main ingredient would be corn and
Pringles are
or
made from
soy.
They're made from a dough of dehydrated potato flakes, rice flour, and wheat starch, which is combined with
Okay.
other ingredients like cornstarch, vegetable oil, and seasonings.
Right.
Yeah, so
it's
not-
just kind of a Frankenstein of everything. I was eating bugles the other day because I make this little snack mix for my kids. And while they're delicious and also way too salty, I don't know what the hell is in a bugle. I just know that it's still kind of fun to put them on your fingers. And
I was just about to say that. I like to do like the little.
yeah. I mean, that's a good time for anyone. I hate when you get the smashed ones that don't fit. So you just have to,
At a haunted
that
house,
one.
if everybody was dressed up with bugle fingers, I would definitely go to that.
Yeah, I just chew on their fingertips. Gross. All right, so yeah, basically Lay's with their rebrand is saying, yes, we use real potatoes, always have, and good for them.
Well,
We-
yes. All right. Well,
we-
good rebrand. I think that's a good,
Good
rebrand.
rebrand.
And it also just gives the marketing department like something they can sink their teeth into as far as, okay, we have a clear communication line right now
Right.
as to what we need to tell the public. So
Right.
that feels good.
I bet it does too. And I like it when we get to head back to the farm and see where things are grown. All right. Well, we're leaving the farm and going into some tech news. ChatGPT is entering the smut game. So I didn't realize that it wasn't already part of the smut game, but OpenAI
Same.
CEO Sam Altman has announced that starting in December of 2025, ChatGPT will allow age-verified adult users to access erotic content, a major shift for the platform. Up until now, the model has been pretty strict about sexual content, often saying, I can't do that. In fact, we heard your chatbot friend, didn't she deny you a sexual advance one time, Scott?
No, I've never. That is no.
I don't know. She told us no about something on the show. Anyway, it says I can't do that if asked to get explicit. Altman explained the change as part of a new principle: treat adult users like adults. The company says it's added stronger safeguards and age verification tools, and only users who opt in will get the more mature features. So yeah, of course I'm going to overthink this, because just like you go onto an alcohol website and it asks you if you're 21, anyone can say, yes, of course I'm 21, and access, the content of that website. I don't see the safety measurements and safeguards they're putting. I just don't see those being effective. But at the same time, yeah, adults are going to do adult things on the internet. They always have, and they always will. So
porn always leads the way. It's whenever a new technology comes, no pun intended, I think that
God, Scott.
I didn't mean
Jeez.
to. I didn't mean to.
Wow.
I made myself
Technology
laugh.
is coming. Now that is a tagline.
That's a promo. I thought this was already going on. We've talked about this before. The future is going to be probably humanoid robots who do this stuff. And I don't think it's going to be good for people's brains. The way porn is not good for your brain now, but you're never going to, I don't know how you would ever stop people from doing it. So I don't know. I guess I'm just resigned to this fact. I'd rather have people be having human connection and interaction. But maybe that's just wishful thinking at this point, and I just have to accept this new world.
Yeah. As I was looking for stories last night and I found this one, I also came across another article that said one of the founders of ChatGPT, some of the AI, said, this could be the end of humankind. And he said he hopes that doesn't happen, but even if there's a 1% chance of that happening, then it's wrong. There's obviously more than a 1% chance of that happening, because all of these AI systems, they're getting smarter and smarter and smarter, and they're choosing themselves over human life. And dude, it's nuts. It's nuts. Yeah, so I don't know. What do? You just shut it all off and literally go touch grass?
You get to choose whether or not you want to be a part of that culture or not. I am going to opt out of that.
Do you get to choose? Because we had, let's go back to the group chat. Matt brought up that he was watching cable television and he saw an advertisement for a nursing home that was fully AI.
It's so
and he didn't
cringe.
get to choose that.
Oh, it's so cringe. Awful.
It is. It is. So
bad.
I don't really know if we get to choose, which sucks.
Well, what I mean from choosing is whether or not you personally want to engage in that activity.
Like the smut content.
Yes. Is that how you want to go through your life? There are going to be many people who say, yeah, that's easier than dealing with a relationship and with heartbreak or whatever. But I would also just caution people that we've already seen AI cause heartbreak when it comes to relationships, when these platforms update their code or whatever they're pulling from. And these large language models are not actually having memory. Like it's something very different. They're just referring back to it. And so you're building a connection with something that isn't really human. But how much of our lives is already connection to things that aren't really human? I mean, I don't know. I'm spinning down now. I'm
going to advise everyone to go watch the Disney Channel original movie Smart House. and just see how far that got them, you know?
That movie rips.
Yeah, it does.
Smart House?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah. I showed it to my kids recently. They were like, this is scary. I don't like this. And it's a Disney original. It's not good, guys. So yeah, I was
Just
going to
be
take that one
healthy,
step
take
further.
care of yourself, everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
it's in a lot of ways, it's easier now than ever to be healthy mentally and physically, but it takes certain purposeful effort to avoid some very simple temptations.
Right. You're right about that. You're right about that. I'm
Sorry,
gonna
usually
skip the
my
next.
rhythm of my voice, I carry on, and you anticipated that, and then I just abruptly stopped, and I just left you hanging there. You felt that. That's good. We have that rapport.
That felt like the AI podcast I listened to yesterday. It just stopped, and I was like, where's the rest of it?
And the internet is going to become more and more just AI fighting with AI. The
Cool.
AI created content, AI created comments, AI created replies to that comment, AI created images to that content. And so at some point, maybe us humans will just be like, all right, AI, you can have that.
Fight it out.
Fine. We're just going to stay over here and go to live music.
I'm just going to assume every negative comment I've ever gotten on the internet is AI, and I don't have to worry about that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to skip over the next part of, because that got dark. Anytime we talk about AI, it gets dark.
Well, it's a dark topic. Does some good, but
Sure. Okay. Time releases top 25 inventions from the past 25 years. This is kind of fun. So Time has released its Best Inventions Hall of Fame, a curated list of 25 inventions from the past 25 years that reshaped the world. Here are some of the highlights. The iPhone in 2007. It wasn't the first, but it was the one that changed everything for the iPhone. Do you when did you first get an iPhone? Do you remember?
oh gosh, it would have been maybe 2014 or 15, but I remember I was at LSU when the iPhone came out, and one of my fellow grad students had gotten it, and
Jeez,
it was
fancy
like,
pants.
whoa, this is that's pretty sweet. You get the internet right there on the phone, just like that. That was I remember that. I remember that well.
I remember all you fancy some bitches having Blackberries. That's what I remember. Everyone had a freaking Blackberry, and then they got a Sidekick. Everyone had
The
sidekicks. The Razor, yeah.
I had a razor.
Yep.
Remember, we talked about that last week. I could slam that bitch shut.
Yeah. Yep. And then, iPhone. My first one was a Samsung Galaxy S3, and it was one of those ones you could take the battery out of. There was a few times at school where I dropped my phone and the battery just slid down the hallway.
Yeah. Yes. I have
reference.
memories of that as well with my phone. God damn. Those things were made like toys. Like they were just like toys, like remote controls. That's so funny. Oh gosh. Next up is YouTube in 2006. Made every person a creator and broke the one-way media model. I didn't realize that YouTube's only been around since 2006.
This probably the most important invention to my life. I'm not probably right here, right now. Not just because on this podcast, not because we're just on YouTube, but because certainly we put out that Iowa Nice in 2012, and on YouTube, didn't really have a distribution platform before that. Mm-hmm. And bada bing, bada boom, here we are all these years later, still using it. And what I watch the most at my house here is YouTube videos. I never knew how much I really love to learn until YouTube. I just any topic that you ever want to know about, somebody's got a 40-minute to a 30-hour long video about it. And I love that. I love that a lot.
Dude, YouTube slaps. When we were in college, we would just pregame by watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos and drinking our alcohol in our dorm room, like shows. Let's get some shows. I know there's people out there that remember that. Charlie and the Unicorn. Come on, Charlie. That was a good one. Oh my God, YouTube videos.
Charlie and the Unicorn was a good one.
Yes. Yes, Unforgivable. I won't quote that one because I'll get canceled. A lot of really good YouTube videos. And then, the other day, I mean, I'll show my kids videos on YouTube. Or the other day, we drove past a water tower, and I've never thought before, how does a water tower work? You know, they've always just been there.
Yeah.
And I watched a full YouTube video the other day on how water towers work. It's fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Gravity.
Was it Neil deGrasse Tyson explaining it? Because that was when I first learned. I remember seeing a video of him tell about it.
No. John knows what I'm talking about. Unforgivable. So yeah, YouTube. 2002, the Roomba, a robot vacuum that symbolized the home automation wave. Now, sure, I have a Roomba. It's the dumbest piece of shit I've ever met. That thing, I know I've bitched about my Roomba before. Eddie Edie, that's what we named him. You know, he was a big part of our family there for a few weeks, but he doesn't even work anymore. He just gets lost. I think he needs a good factory reset.
I've always found that it is helpful for like getting under the beds, like these really hard to reach places. So you don't have to move the bed, which is always annoying, and you worry about scratching the hardwood floor. But what I found, that is like really the first robot in most of people's houses that kind of moves around like that. Yeah. And there was a engineer who programmed his Roomba to say "ow" every time it ran into something.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And
ow.
It's incredible because he wanted to run an experiment to see how long it would take him to feel bad for the robot, which does not have feelings, but just programming it to have a human reaction started to make him feel awful. This is the future, my friends. Yeah. This is the future.
This is the future. All right. And then I added a couple more onto this list myself that I thought were funny because 2013, the Cronut. That does not belong on this list. That's a donut and croissant mix. That does not belong on this freaking list.
They put that on the list?
You can only pick 25 things out of that was a freaking stretch. That was a stretch.
That's click right there. They just want to get a click.
Yeah. 2022, the NASA James Webb Space Telescope. I put that on there because I didn't realize that it was only around since 2022. I thought it's been...
Yeah, we flew it out there. It's way out beyond Earth, and it's an incredible piece of engineering that is giving us incredible insights into the universe and the origins of the universe. And we're getting closer and closer and closer to understanding that first moment of the Big Bang. You know, we're getting
if you believe in that kind of thing. So I was reading this list and I felt dumber and dumber and dumber the more I went down because there's a few things on here that I didn't even know existed, or I didn't know that they had only been around for the past 25 years, like that big storage safe out wherever where people donate all their seeds to. So then if something happens, like an agricultural catastrophe, we have all of this. Yeah, and I'm like, that's only been around the last 25 years. I don't know. I started to feel very, very, very stupid. But yeah, the list, it spans tech, medicine, consumer goods, and even food, showing how invention isn't just super gadgets. It's ideas that sneak into daily life and change how we live. So go check out that list over on time.com or whatever it is to see it, because it's very interesting. What's your favorite invention? Do you have one? What's the invention that changed your life the most?
Printing press.
Apple Pay.
Oh my God.
Hoodoo.
That's a good one.
Leverage 4.
There you go. I think, I love the printing press. I feel like it really changed. It democratized information in a way that was never possible before. And what an incredible moment in human ingenuity to get that pulled off. I mean, you'd have to argue the wheel was more important because there are wheels inside of the printing press, but at least of the previous millennium, I think the printing press is maybe the number one invention.
Okay, I was going to say thong underwear, but I guess sure, the printing press. Who wants panty lines? Not me.
Okay, I didn't know that was but yes, I enjoy. Okay.
Cade, get back in here. What were you going to say?
I was just gonna say Scott's reasoning was a lot better. I just forget my wallet a lot, so it just helps me.
Yeah. You know what? That's fair. All right. I thought this was an appropriate article for our overthinking community. What to say in an awkward situation. So we all know that sinking feeling. You say something weird, you wave at someone who's waving at someone else, or you're in the butt of a smirk in a meeting. You're the butt of the smirk of a meeting. According to this article, awkwardness hits hard because our brain treats social misfires like threats, the same activation, or like being in a haunted house, for example.
Yes.
The same activation that kicks in when we are actually in danger. So psychologist Jenny Shields suggests a surprisingly simple fix. Say the words, "Well, that was awkward," or something similar. Naming the moment releases the tension, frames it as humanity rather than failure, and gives everyone permission to breathe. She and other experts say humor, empathy, and giving people an exit from the awkward moment make a real difference. Instead of ignoring the elephant in the room, you acknowledge it, and suddenly it's a human moment, not a crisis. I mean, yeah, I have no other choice but to immediately identify the dumb thing I've just said. Like, I can't help it. It's a reflex to me. The people that can ignore, like Scott saying technology is coming, they are superheroes to me. I can't. I just can't.
Well, is it a choice for those people, or do they just not have the unhealthy levels of shame that parade inside of our minds all the time? And we're like, oh, we said something stupid. We better say it's stupid before somebody else says it's stupid, or even worse, thinks it's stupid, and we don't even know they're thinking it.
Just so everyone knows, I know I'm stupid. Like, that's how I feel.
This is what I think
That is
smart
how I
people,
feel.
if you know that you're not that smart, you're probably smart, because
Well, you're never supposed to be the smartest person around you, are you? No. That's
oh gosh, don't do that. Don't do that. You shouldn't. You don't want to be
unless
the
you're a
smartest
kindergarten teacher, then I think it's kind of your job.
Okay, maybe that's a good point. There are moments where that's important, but I think just letting. I ran a poll once, a stupid quickie poll on the Murph and Andy show.
I
asked
love your
the
stupid
audience,
quickie polls, Scott.
Thank you. Asked whether or not the audience thought that they were smarter than average, average smart, or below average smart. And 72% of people said they are above average smart. So that tells you everything you need to know about our ability to assess our own intelligence.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That is even reading that list last night. I'm not kidding. I felt this big. I felt like I needed to go read a bunch of encyclopedias.
I was talking to my neighbor last night about this, saying, I am probably wrong but about probably 99%, if not higher percentage of things that I think I know. In 1,000 years, when you look back, if you could somehow God stat this, you'll find out that the things you think you know for sure are probably wrong to a 99% degree, if not higher. I think that's an important piece of humility that I try and carry with me. But it's hard sometimes because,
God.
Sometimes my ego just says I'm so smart.
Well, apparently you're not the only one. Apparently 72% of people that listen to the Murph and Andy show are also.
Now, that is a sampling of a very intelligent audience.
Of course, they're very smart. I'm not saying that they aren't, but that's above average intelligence. I mean, come on.
But then also it brings into the fact, what is average intelligence?
True. I don't know. There was this, speaking of YouTube, there used to be this, it was like an IQ test on there. And sometimes I would take it. I'll have to find it. I'll have to see if it's still on there. It looked like it was created in like Microsoft Drawing. I mean, it was nuts. And I didn't even make it that far on that thing. I mean,
well, also you have to ask, how are you measuring intelligence? Like that's totally a human construct. Like there are people who can't do calculus, but they could frickin' carve you the most incredible sculpture out of wood with a chainsaw. Like that also is intelligence, right? So it just depends on what. I couldn't do that.
No. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. We're
But
also
I also
smart.
am probably wrong.
No, I don't think you are. All right.
Thanks.
Yeah. We've done a lot of overthinking in those topics, and I'm not even being funny or like
I
we
know.
have.
I think it's the weather. I think that
Yeah, we're
it's
going
cloudy.
deep.
It's getting. You can already tell it's 2:40, and it's already getting a little dark out there, and we haven't even reached falling backwards in time yet.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? I was going to put in, because I read another article preparing for the show. It's like 7 things you can do to prepare for daylight savings time and what's it called? Seasonal affective disorder. And I was going to put it in the rundown this week, but maybe I'll do it for next week if
Yeah,
that's
let's do
something
it
that
next
you
week.
guys would want to know
I know
or
I
have
do.
us. Yeah.
I know
yeah.
I do. I mean, I can feel it already. It's just the early darkness sucks.
The early darkness doesn't bother me as much as when I wake up at 6 a.m. and it feels like it's 2 a.m. That bothers me because it just, and I like to start my mornings early. I like to be productive early in the morning. I like to get up and, do my thing, but it's very, very hard when it is that dark out at 6 o'clock in the morning. It feels impossible. Feels like I'm stuck to my bed. I need those flannel sheets. So by that time I'll be sweating my ass off and I'll want to get out.
That's the problem with flannel sheets is when it's cold, and I leave it cold in my bedroom.
You gotta.
It's so hard to get out of bed. I've said this before, and I don't mean this in a sad way, although maybe it is sad. Getting out of bed some days is the hardest thing I do all day, and that's not to say I don't do other hard things, but boy, especially if I have my phone in my room, I will just hide under the covers where it's nice and warm. Eventually life yells at you and like, you can't be in here anymore.
Guilt is like, hey, lazy ass, get your.
But those flannel sheets, ooh.
I know. All right, silk sheets from here on out for Scott. No more flannel. We got to get
I've
this
never
guy
had
up.
silk sheets. Maybe I should get those.
Silk sheets on a waterbed. Doesn't that sound awful? All right. Now it's time for Cade's Random Rundown, sponsored by Iowa Corn. Your voice matters. As an Iowa Corn Growers Association member, you help shape policies that impact your farm from the local level to Washington, D.C. ICGA fights for priorities set by farmers, including higher ethanol demand, expanded trade opportunities, and key tax credits. Be part of the movement shaping the future of Iowa Ag. Sign up now at iowacorn.org/join.
Thank you, Kenzo. So we've done some big brain thinking already this episode, so I thought I'd leave it pretty simple for you guys today. So unless my sources are wrong, you guys were both kids once.
I'm still a kid. What are you talking about? I'm a teen mom.
I know. You're right. Teen mom. Wow. Okay.
Just kidding.
So you walk into your local convenience store. You got $1.29 in your pocket. You know you're getting an icy. The question is, are you getting blue or red? Are you a blue or red person?
Blue. I'm very blue. I love the blue raspberry. I know it's a made-up, unnatural flavor, but you know what? It's made with delicious, unnatural flavor, and I will take it. It will turn your mouth totally blue. This will take me right back to nostalgia. Like I will go back to my childhood. Put me on a little bike, let me ride with my knees going above my head, and I'm the happiest kid there ever was.
Oh God, is mixing them an option?
No,
oh damn it! I was a little freak that liked to mix them. Okay.
Yeah, that's the fun one. That's the fun way to go about it. But you gotta.
Okay, I will say.
You only got enough for one.
Up until a certain point, I was red until I watched someone throw up on the silly silo at Adventureland, the red icy, and it came between their fingers. And so after that, I'd have to say, no going back, blue, straight up blue.
that's really fair reasoning.
I think you just ruined both of them for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, okay. When was the last time you had one of these? Because it has been, I bet, 30 plus years for me.
Anytime I get strep throat, I get like a giant one of those, and I just go to town.
Yeah.
That is totally making your strep throat worse.
Nah,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
cool, man.
Adding sugar to the problem.
What do you mean? It's cold though.
It's sugar.
Yes, but
sugar is so bad
but-
when you're sick.
But yeah,
Really?
your sore
Actually,
throat
they
is
say
in your
sugar's good for
trachea,
you.
where you breathe through, not your esophagus, where the food goes down. So no, Cade, don't do this anymore.
What? Okay, fine. I could say something that would make you guys even more upset, but I'm not gonna.
No,
Come on,
you have
say
to.
it.
Yep, yep.
I don't even get either of these, dude. I usually get the Coca-Cola one when I'm sick or something, dude. So
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm surprised
so-
you even like that. Well,
that's a lie. That's a lie. Well, it's not a lie. I had it one time when I had strep. I got the Coca-Cola one, and I haven't been able to have it since because it hurt really bad, and it's kind of ruined it for me. But
by the
I
way,
gotta-
isn't strep throat in your tonsils? Scott, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's not in your trachea.
Strep throat?
Yeah, strep throat. It's in your throat. What are you talking about?
What do you think your throat is?
Well, it's not. It's your throat where the food
There-
goes down.
Yes, but your esophagus and your trachea are right next to each other. And then you have
no
these little
shit. I
things.
thought my trachea was in my ass. Quit talking to me like that. Quit it. You're pissing me off. Did you know that your trachea is in your neck?
I don't
No.
think most people know this.
Well, most people didn't know potatoes were potato chips either, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. And this is average intelligence. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting about that.
Scott, you're forgetting I am below average intelligence. Okay,
Aren't
I'm
we
sorry.
all?
I love us. Damn it.
okay.
Sorry, Kate. Keep her
No,
moving.
that's okay. I just had to re-find where I was. All right, guys. Actual important question here. Which way would a dog wear pants?
Okay, so for people who are just listening, there's a dog with pants on its totally bottom half, both front and back legs. And then there's a photo or a drawing of a dog with just pants around its
two back
back
legs.
legs with the tail poking out. And on the other one, just to be clear, the tail never is in the
You're
pants.
right. That's a
So-
detail I did not notice, and that actually is very important.
I've never noticed that either, actually. I've seen this photo like 100
I
times.
think your butt
I think that
hole
makes my
has to
mind.
be in the pants. Right now,
Yes.
there's no,
No, I-
butthole in the pants.
I think
on
you're
the
right.
other one.
Scott, I think you just cracked this. I'm not even lying.
You
I think
are
you're right.
So correct.
I've never
by
even
that.
thought about that, man.
No, me either, Scott. You are so smart. Yeah. It's two. Yeah.
It's
Hands down.
two. It's two. It
Well,
is two.
Yeah, I got the strep throat thing wrong, so I had to redeem myself.
I don't think
did.
you did. I don't think you
No.
got it wrong.
I think I
don't you got
did.
it wrong.
I don't think so.
The only person that got it wrong is me in that. So let's just let's just remember that, guys.
Oh, Cade.
I was like, oh God, why am I not feeling any better? It's like milk was a bad choice.
Oh, God. That's so funny.
Okay, so as you guys know, us Iowans are very passionate about our gas stations and our gas station food. Got into a bit of a discussion with some people. My girlfriend especially, she's from Illinois, and she was kind of dumbfounded when I said I was going to pick up pizza for us from a gas station. She thought I was crazy. So let's just pretend that there's this law that was enacted that basically every gas station chain is closing but one.
Ooh.
Which one are you keeping?
Oh,
Let's not. Yeah, no, never mind. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Well, damn, this one's hard because I'd say for nostalgic purposes, Casey's, I think a lot of us were raised on Casey's Pizza. I love Casey's Pizza. I love Casey's Pizza now. I love it for its convenience.
I love that
and
it's
all that.
headquartered right here in Iowa.
Absolutely. But now Quick Star has come on scene, and I got to say, they have variety. They have options.
Quick Star's so good.
It's so good. And so I'd say at the, like for me personally, if it was just my individual choice, just for me, I'd say let's keep Quick Star around. But if it's like me speaking on behalf of my family, I'd have to say let's keep Casey's around. By the way, I went to the new Quick Star in Oskaloosa on Saturday. I believe it opened on Thursday morning. That place was packed. It was like the Mall of America in there. There were lines. I mean, it was packed. The parking lot was full. Holy shit. I love when a new convenience store opens up in Iowa because people are lining up around the corner.
I have heard people speak very highly, like Jolie here, about their best fountain drinks there at Casey's. Quick Start, I think that for me, I got to go with Casey's. I think both are good. I really do. But it's that small town, rural. There's not a lot of Quick Stars when you go to tiny towns that are under 500, but you'll find some Casey's. And for that reason, I want to keep those suckers around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with Scott. I will say I've had dozens of unpleasant experiences in a Casey's. There are just some mean-ass people that have worked at Casey's that I've met. It's on me a little bit going in at like 10 p.m., pick up like a pizza I ordered on a Friday or something. I get that. I would hate my life if I had to work that shift too. However, anytime I go into Quick Star, it is like the Chick-fil-A of gas stations. Like, I have never met an unpleasant person in a Quick Start. I don't know what their training is. I don't know what their requirements are, but like everyone wakes up on the right side of the bed that works there. So I will say that, but Scott is also right. Like, you know, Iowa is the homegrown, the Casey's is the homegrown chain and all that, and they have really good pizza that I love, and I missed it so much when I wasn't living here. So I will go Casey's. But if you don't want to potentially be insulted or looked at, go to Quick Star.
Well, yeah, now Come and Go is Maverick because, you know, my first job was at Come and Go, but I can't even, like, my claim to fame is gone because it's Maverick now. So
yeah, you think Maverick's going to make it?
I don't know.
Aren't they
That
from
name
Utah?
sucks.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
a
it
Mormon
is.
company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
That name sucks.
What was that reaction for?
The Mormons?
Yeah,
You
they're
know what?
nice. They're very
Mormons-
nice. They have
Yeah.
a great sense of humor too.
Love their show. Love the Secret Lives of Mormon Lives. And it's coming back, I think, in October, which I think it's coming back so soon. I cannot wait. Love those Mormon wives and their secret lives. Love them. Not a bad thing to say.
Wait, is this like
It's a Hulu show. So freaking good.
What-
Oh my God.
what-
It's the
what do
only
they do?
reality television I watch.
the more like they're just a bunch of different Mormon families?
It's a bunch of hot Mormon wives who started Mom Talk group on TikTok. And then there was a swinging scandal. And now they have their own reality show. It's so
Okay.
good. It's very good. I know it doesn't sound good. It sounds awful, but it's actually quite interesting. And, I've learned a little bit about the Mormon faith while
I know a lot about
tuning
it.
in.
Joseph
Why?
Smith.
Sure.
Well,
sure,
I just
yeah.
learned a lot about it. When I got my religious studies minor in college, I wanted to learn about all different types of religions because once you study all the religions, you see they're just rinsing and repeating the same thing over and over again. And then they just
That one seems
repackage
pretty
it.
unique.
I mean, it
Mormonism.
only seems that way because it's new. Like, give it another 1,000 years or 2,000 years, and it won't seem so unique anymore.
Those Mormons, man, you know.
Every Mormon I know is a super nice person.
Yeah.
they're just-
I would also be super nice if I had multiple wives to like do my laundry and do my dishes and
Oh,
things
wait,
like that.
this guy, the Mormon wives is one guy and a bunch of wives?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because that's old school Mormonism. That's not allowed anymore in
Sure, it's
mainstream
not.
Church
That's
of
not
Latter-day
true.
Saints.
There's a show that it's called Sister Wives.
Yes, but that's not the mainstream Church of Latter-day Saints. That's a different sect that still follows that old Brigham Young type of philosophy. So there you go.
Whatever you say, Scott.
I only know two things about Mormons, and it's that they like soda and
Swig. Yeah,
They
Swig
like to-
was established there, I think. in Utah.
they like to do the dance with the pants on.
And this is
know
us
that
talking
too.
trash about BYU, who plays Iowa State this weekend in football. Take that. Go State.
Take that. Alrighty, folks.
Got some overthinking in the wild submissions. I think we got 3 this week. I got a good look at them before. They're actually really, not that we normally don't get, but it's just some common problems, common overthinking things. A few of them I related to Very much so.
Oh, good.
Dan S. is overthinking how I got in an elevator last week and hit the wrong floor. Instead of admitting it, I rode up, pretended to look for something, and rode back down like an undercover agent. Been there, man.
Oh, yeah. I just did this in Nashville last week.
You did?
Oh, yeah. And I just stay in the elevator until the last person gets off, hoping that they're not going to the last floor, because then that's really awkward. But if you go all the way to the top, you got to get off, and then you just got to make a little U-turn in the hallway and then go back while that person goes into their room.
Yeah, I did that quite a few times when we were all at Circa. The whole way that elevator was set up, you like press the floor you're going to before you get in the elevator. And you can't change it once you're in the elevator. So I would just like accidentally press the wrong one or something, thug it out, write it down, and then just do like the John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, like walk and look around for a few seconds and then just right back in the elevator.
Yeah. Like if we would listen to the article that I read earlier, if we just hit the wrong button, that would be a great opportunity for us to say, oh my God, that was awkward, but I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. And that would save us from all of this bullshit.
Yeah. What really is awkward when you hit the wrong button and it stops the elevator with somebody else on it when no one gets off. There's like 3 people in the elevator. You hit floor 12. Everyone's actually going to 18 and above. The doors open on 15 and everyone's waiting for somebody to get out and nobody does. You look around, well, who pressed that button?
That is uncomfortable.
Oh, that's weird.
That is uncomfortable.
Sometimes I'll just get out then.
Why? Like, why do you put that on yourself?
Well,
that is not your responsibility.
Like, here we go. Maybe I did it.
But maybe
and
you
now
did
they
it.
think I'm getting off there. And
That's
then
a
I'm just
fucking
gonna go
weird
back.
thing to admit. Like,
Maybe
if you
I
didn't
did.
do it and you get off and you didn't do it, that's weird. I'm sorry.
Well, no one has ever said that I wasn't weird.
Oh, I don't think you're weird.
You just said that though. You just said you thought it was weird.
I think that's a weird fucking thing to do. I don't think you're weird. I think that that's a really odd thing to do.
You are really splitting hairs here, Mackenzie.
You know what? I should have been a lawyer. I would have lost every case, but I would have had fun arguing. That's true.
Greg T is overthinking how last year on Halloween his neighbor was dressed. This is so funny. I'm sorry. His neighbor was dressed as a witch, and I said, "You don't even need a costume," as a joke, and she didn't laugh.
He's been thinking about this for a year.
Greg.
Damn, Greg.
Greg, I would be your friend, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. That is a S tier joke.
Well, that is a great joke. It's on her. She should have laughed. And when she didn't laugh, you could have just handed her a broom and said, "Why don't you ride home?"
Oh God, that's funny. That's funny because
Oh man.
sometimes I'm in the mood to receive a joke. I'd say 9 times out of 10, I'm in the mood to receive a joke. However, on that one time, and you catch me, it's my fucking neighbor telling me that I don't need a costume. Honestly, fuck you, Greg.
Okay,
like,
hold
what's
on.
your problem?
No. You are dressed as a witch, okay? He didn't say she wasn't dressed up. He said she was dressed up as a witch.
He said you didn't even need a costume. Like, rude.
That's a good joke, man. That's a fantastic joke.
Seriously, catch me 9 times out of 10. I'm like, okay, thanks, Greg. But that one time, I'm like,
Hell yeah, Greg.
You know what, Greg? Are you dressed like a sloppy piece of shit, or is that just you?
Wow. See, his
God
joke
damn
is
it.
way better.
And then I would have had to move houses because I took something too personally, and then I took it too far, and now all of a sudden U-Haul's in my driveway because I ruined the friendship. Ugh. Damn.
Oh man, Greg, you shouldn't overthink anything. That was a great joke. I think you should be proud of yourself. You should order yourself something real nice and treat yourself, man. That was a good joke.
Order up a big old cauldron and drop it off at your neighbor's house.
Oh my gosh. Leave
Send
your
her a
neighbor
broomstick.
alone. Greg, love you, Greg.
Send her a broomstick, Greg.
Jeez, you guys are mean. Oh shit, that's funny.
Stephanie, oh, this is another one, man. Oh, geez. I know this one. Stephanie C is overthinking. My boyfriend said love you instead of I love you, and I've been mentally ranking every previous I love you we've exchanged to see if there's a pattern or a reason for the downgrade.
Love you. It's different.
Yeah.
It's not like he said you too. Like if he said you too, I would say the red flags are abound. But saying love you, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Maybe it's because I've been married 11 years. But love you.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just it is significantly different.
It's the change. Yeah.
Love you is more of like a I'll see you later. I love you is the meaningful thing that someone's wanting to hear in response to I love you. If you say I love you, you want that mirrored. You don't want any syllable changed or entire word dropped.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. But it sounds like they say I love you to each other often, because she's saying I'm mentally ranking every previous I love you we've exchanged to see if there's a pattern or reason. So I don't know. I love Jeff, but I don't often look deep into his eyes and say I love you. Just earlier I went downstairs to my office and I said love ya and walked away.
Yeah, and that's another one. If you say the YA instead of YOU, that's another downgrade.
I could have just left the room and not said anything, but I said love you. I mean, I'm in the same house.
Going downstairs, Jeff. Go fuck yourself.
Going downstairs, just exactly. Love ya. Oh, well, fuck
Love
me too
ya.
then. Guess I'll just go fuck myself.
I think I agree with Kenzo here. I think there's a big difference between just saying like love you or love ya as opposed to saying you too versus love you too.
Yeah. Sorry, I
We're
kind of
ranking
spoke on
them
top
here.
of all of us.
Oh,
So
we're
what do you guys
ranking
think?
them. Okay, I missed
love
that
you.
memo. I'm sorry.
Love you, love ya, you too, ditto.
Oh, ditto. Oof.
And then below that is fuck you.
Yeah. No, below that is who are you?
Oh, yeah.
I've never
Get
even
out of my
seen you
house.
before.
Man,
Get out of my house.
You've never looked this good before, but then again, I don't remember you.
Oh, is that a John Mayer
It
line?
is, yes, a John Mayer line.
Yeah,
Well done.
yeah. I listened to that album a lot during a breakup.
Yeah.
No big deal. No big deal. Anyway, wow. Yeah.
Well, we
Those
just
that's
were
solved a
my
lot of
favorite
problems.
submissions I've gotten, I think. Those
Those
were
were
all
good.
Yeah, thank
Those
you.
were all
Evan.
Those
really
were really
relatable.
good. I'm going to be thinking about Greg and his neighbor. That he's got some apologizing to do.
Oh man.
And thanks to everybody who's commented today. It's been awesome to see Christopher, Jolie, Marty, Sci-Fan, Derek, Peter, John. I'm not going to go through everybody, but
These
thank
sound
you.
like people from
I
the
think you did.
Bible. Are those the
There's
disciples?
a lot of Bible names, yeah.
Yeah.
Good observation.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a very,
all right.
very influential book, no doubt.
Hey man.
Oh, yeah, hey, I hope
Jesus.
all your favorite bands stay together.
Me too. And we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
The B-I-B.